This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment and educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, these guys running a crypto Ponzi scheme in Brazil. One of them got 128 years in jail, okay? 128 years for $190 million Brazilian Ponzi scheme. And the reason that I'm bringing this up, that I'm talking about it, is this. Every country on this planet takes naked shorting, Ponzi schemes, protecting their market, protecting their investors seriously, except the United States of America. In the USA, as long as you limit your victims to retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules, nothing will happen to you if you're a 1%er, if you're a big dog and you've been donating to politicians. But here's the thing. Everyone knows by now that Citigroup had $3 billion, over $3 billion, AMC BDRs in Brazil. And we all know that the float of AMC is like under 500 million. So how could they have 3 billion BDRs that's supposed to represent AMC shares? It is mathematically impossible. It is a BDR Brazilian Ponzi scheme with AMC. So if I was Citigroup and I'm looking at these guys getting 128 years in jail, I would be very, very concerned, because that Ponzi scheme they were doing with the Brazilian BDRs with AMC, it was done on Brazilian soil. And all it takes is a very aggressive Brazilian prosecutor or fiscal, depende como, depending on what they say it in Portuguese, depending on how they say it in Portuguese. All it takes is a very aggressive one that wants to look into the Brazilian AMC BDRs, and they will see that it would be mathematically impossible for those Brazilian AMC BDRs to be real. They are definitely filled with counterfeit AMC shares. And because Brazil does not play games with Ponzi schemers and financial crime enthusiasts, people at Citigroup might be in trouble with the law in Brazil. Now, do I know any prosecutors in Brazil are looking at the AMC BDRs? Of course not. I haven't been to Brazil in probably 20 years. But the point I'm trying to make is this. If they gave these guys 128 years in jail for their Ponzi scheme, imagine if this same prosecutor gets their hand on the proof that Citigroup bought counterfeit AMC shares in the Brazilian BDRs and was using it to run a Ponzi scheme on probably Brazilians and, of course, on American retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. The bottom line is this. If you want to commit financial crimes on this planet, the best place to commit them is the United States of America. Because if you do it in the USA and you pay off politicians, you will never, ever be held accountable. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that the Brazilian prosecutors should be investigating the fraud and corruption in the Brazilian AMC BDRs? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.